The average human lives about 72 years. Do you know how much of that time we spend on formal education? I have always been asking myself, what if we could avoid spending so much time studying the formal education system? The average time humans spend on formal education can vary depending on factors like country, level of education, and individual choices. In many countries, compulsory education can span around 12 years. This is followed by optional higher education, which can range from a few years for an associate's degree to several years for a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree. Now let's suppose someone pursues higher education beyond the compulsory level, which in total this can add up to roughly an average of 18 years. When you go to school, college, or university every day, do you have the learning excitement as humans once had when they first discovered fire? Well, you may think why I asked this question. It's because you have to be excited and have that amazing feeling of curiosity of learning something new. There are many successful, influential people that didn't join university or college, but yet was excited about learning. People like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and many more. Imagine if we could create an education system where we could have that fire-discovering excitement, and we could have been more efficient in this in just a few years. Humans have been so busy building and upgrading machines and state-of-the-art technologies, but they haven't paid enough attention to the education system. Let's assume that we could create a system that is 80% more efficient, and it could only take us a few years of full-time education. What would happen to the world? Have you heard of the Industrial Revolution? The first revolution brought mechanization, steam, and water power, called Industrial Revolution 1.0. The Industrial Revolution 2.0 was all about mass production and electricity. 3.0 was the emergence of electronics, IT systems, and automation. The 4.0, which we currently are a part of, is about cyber-physical systems. Imagine what could be our next industrial revolution. What could happen in a century? We could have scaled the scope of human consciousness and get to a level where it's undefinable. A better education system can provide us with the skills and knowledge we need to find better jobs and improve our economy that can help reduce poverty. We could have better measures towards climate change, poverty, and pandemics. Education is related to better health outcomes. Educated people tend to make healthier choices, have access to better healthcare, and lead longer, healthier lives. High-quality education can promote tolerance, understanding, and respect for diversity. It can also equip individuals with critical thinking skills, which are important for resolving conflicts peacefully. People would be able to learn faster and enter the workforce sooner. Shorter education periods would mean reduced costs such as tuition fees, living expenses, and student loan debts. More people with advanced skills would lead to quicker advancements in technology and innovation. People might be more willing to change careers or explore multiple fields. A more efficient education system could potentially make high-quality education accessible to a broader demographic, including those who face economic or logistical barriers. People become highly specialized in their chosen fields earlier, leading to a more specialized and diverse workforce. People will have the time to boost the habit of self-learning and discover everything for themselves. A highly efficient education system could accelerate technological advancements in various fields. We could have individuals equipped to generate new ideas, products, and solutions. We would have an environment where people are better prepared to start their own businesses, potentially leading to an entrepreneurial revolution. We could be more aware of environmental issues, sustainable practices, and technologies. What if I tell you there is a way which could possibly get us there faster? The secret lies in self-learning. It is what most of the scholars used when they were studying centuries ago. With the technological advancement and availability of internet, most of the planet now can rely on self-learning. You can become like a scholar and go deep into topics and discover everything about a subject or a field. If you dedicate yourself to self-learning and immerse yourself in the ocean of knowledge, there would be nothing you couldn't learn. The only limit you will have will be the ones you set for yourself. Self-learning allows us to take control of our own learning process. We can choose what, when, and how we learn. We would not be bound by schedules or formal settings. We could get things done at our own pace and in any location. While self-learning, learners can focus on their specific interests and needs. They have the freedom to explore topics that are most relevant to them. Self-learning can have a positive impact on our well-being. When you're self-learning, no one will take a test from you and you will never have an exam. You are not limited to a time to find an answer, and you will never be compared to other people. This way, you will not be stressed and under pressure. People often retain information better when they are personally invested in the learning process. Self-learning encourages critical thinking and problem-solving abilities, as learners must often figure things out on their own. Taking charge of your own learning can be highly motivating, as it gives a sense of accomplishment and ownership over the knowledge gained. Self-learners are more adaptable to new situations and technologies, as they get used to seeking out and acquiring new knowledge independently. Self-learning creates a mindset of continuous learning, which is crucial in a rapidly changing world where new skills and knowledge are constantly needed. They also develop the ability to find and utilize a wide range of resources, from books and online courses to firms and communities. Self-learning empowers us to take charge of our own education, allowing us to pursue our goals and ambitions without being restricted by formal education systems. I suggest you to watch a movie called Three Idiots, an Indian comedy drama movie released in 2009. The story revolves around the friendship of three engineering students at an Indian engineering college. The film's title, Three Idiots, refers to the three main characters who are affectionately called idiots due to their unconventional thinking and approaches to education. If you go deep into self-learning, you may ask, how about the scholars? How they were studying and what were their methods? Well, depending on the time period and available resources, different methods were being used. Now, let's have a look at historical methods of humans' education. Ancient Greece and Rome scholars relied heavily on reading and discussing texts. Education was primarily focused on developing well-rounded individuals. This included physical training, music, and the study of subjects like mathematics, philosophy, and rhetoric. The Socratic method by Socrates used a questions and answer format to encourage critical thinking and the examination of your own beliefs and knowledge. Plato, a student of Socrates, founded the Academy in Athens. He emphasized the study of mathematics, philosophy, and dialectical reasoning. His philosophical dialogues are famous for exploring various aspects of knowledge and reality. Aristotle was a student of Plato and later became a teacher to Alexander the Great. He founded his own school known as the Lyceum in Athens. His education method consists of empirical observation, a careful examination of the natural world, and classification and categorization, where he developed taxonomies for various subjects, such as biology, where he classified living organisms into groups based on their shared characteristics. Logic and syllogisms was one of his methods, where he made significant contributions to formal logic. He developed a system of deductive reasoning known as syllogisms, which involved drawing conclusions from premises through a series of logical steps. Ancient Greece would gather in philosophical schools or academies to engage in debates and exchange ideas. For example, Plato's Academy in Athens was a renowned center for philosophical discourse. During the Middle Ages, monastic communities played a significant role in preserving and producing knowledge. Monks would copy manuscripts by hand, creating illuminated manuscripts with intricate illustrations. The scriptorium was a central place for this activity. Scholars in the Islamic world during the medieval period made significant contributions to various fields, including mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. They established libraries and observatories like the House of Wisdom, or in Arabic, Bait al-Hikmah in Baghdad. Ibn Sina, or Avicenna, a Persian polymath, made significant contributions to various fields including medicine, philosophy, astronomy, and mathematics. He emphasized empirical observation and systematic inquiry in his medical writings. During the Renaissance, there was a resurgence of interest in classical texts and human-centered learning. Scholars like Erasmus emphasized the study of ancient language, literature, and history. Leonardo da Vinci, while not a formal educator, was a polymath known for his artistic, scientific, and engineering contributions. He emphasized empirical observation and detailed anatomical studies in his artistic and scientific endeavors. Da Vinci's early education was informal. At a young age, he was apprenticed to a workshop where later it contributed to his artistic skills and gave him practical experience. The method which I mentioned in this video and Leonardo was also using is self-taught education. Leonardo had a voracious appetite for learning. He took it upon himself to study a wide range of subjects including anatomy, botany, geology, engineering, and more. He often conducted independent research and experiments. Another method he was using was sketchbooks. His famous sketchbooks are a testament to his method of learning through observation and experimentation. He filled these notebooks with detailed sketches, diagrams, and notes on a wide variety of subjects. They serve as a visual record of his curiosity and power of observation. He is renowned as one of the greatest artists of all time. His paintings, including the Mona Lisa, The Last Supper, are considered masterpieces of the Renaissance. He brought a level of realism, detail, and perspective to his art that revolutionized the field. One of the most influential scientists in history, Isaac Newton, was using intensive study and experimentation as an educational method. He conducted extensive experiments and observations, often working for long hours in isolation. Another method he was using was integration of theory and practice. Newton was known for his ability to combine theoretical insights with practical experimentation. His mathematical insights were often informed by his empirical observations. He discovered laws of motion that laid the foundation for classical mechanics. These laws describe the relationship between a body and the forces acting on it, providing a framework for understanding motion. The 19th century saw the establishment of public libraries and archives, providing access to a wider range of texts and documents. Scholars could now conduct more extensive research. Albert Einstein, a renowned theoretical physicist known for his contributions to the theory of relativity and other groundbreaking works in physics, was also an independent learner. He was known for his independent and unconventional approach to learning. He frequently questioned authority and sought to understand concepts on his own terms. Despite his brilliance, Einstein had some difficulty in traditional school settings. He found the rote memorization and strict discipline of his early education to be boring. He was known for an unconventional educational method, thought experiments. They were mental exercises he used to explore complex scientific concepts. These thought experiments played a crucial role in the development of his theories. With the advent of technologies like microfilm, photocopiers, and eventually computers, the scholars gained easier access to information and could process the information more efficiently. Libraries and research institutions also expanded their collections. Today, scholars rely heavily on digital resources, online databases, and academic journals. They can access vast amounts of information at their fingertips, collaborate with researchers worldwide, and use powerful software for data analysis and simulation. Anyways, isn't it better to start an efficient education earlier and live a useful life now?